Welcome to Ken TV. My name is Jesus Rodriguez, and I'm here this afternoon talking, representing Erie House. And on my side, I have my colleague. And if you can introduce yourself.
Of course. My name is Judy Lai. I'm from the Workforce Department along with Jesus, and I'm the Director of Workforce at Erie Neighborhood House.
Thank you so much. We're going to be talking to you this afternoon about some really great programs that we have at Erie House. If you're currently working but not really happy with your job and you maybe wanted to get a better paying job with benefits and just an industry that offers you basically a career path that is not a dead end job where you're not gonna go anywhere. We're gonna be talking about that. So if you are watching this program and this is for you, please stay tuned because we're gonna provide you with a lot of great information to you and your family. But if this program is not for you and someone in your house is probably unemployed, please just have them come to the TV so that they can listen to this great information that we're going to be providing about. And we're going to be focusing and talking about two trades. One is healthcare and another one is manufacturing. And these are great trades. There are a lot of jobs out there. And Judy and I, we're going to be talking to you about these trades. And if you don't mind, Judy, if you want to talk a little bit about
Sure.
the healthcare program, and then I'll cover the manufacturing program.
Sure. So the Workforce Department within Erie House, a lot of people may not be 100% with what workforce means, but it's exactly what Jesus said, helping people obtain a job, maybe of their dreams, and not just a job, more so a career. And to give you some more information, our Healthcare Bridge program is for anyone who's interested in a career in healthcare, ranging from certified medical assistant to EKG technician, phlebotomy, certified nursing assistant. So it could be anything within the healthcare industry. And why there is a bridge is because if it's been a long time since you stepped back into a classroom setting, if you want to go into healthcare but not sure what, or maybe you realize you need to take the COMPASS test in order to enroll into city colleges, then you may need to brush up on your math and reading skills. So that is what our Healthcare Bridge program is all about. In 3 months' time, our instructor will teach you contextualized math and reading related to healthcare. He will show you what the career pathway is to obtain a job within healthcare. He will also provide you with job readiness courses that Jesus right next to me teaches so that you can also prepare for those soft skills, how to interview on a job, how to revise or create a resume, and also how to job search are some of the key things. Our upcoming healthcare class starts August 15th and it runs until December 15th. So from now until August, our entire department is really looking forward to receiving any phone calls about the Healthcare Bridge program regarding any questions you may have, more details, and more importantly, enroll you into the bridge. Because I consider it a stepping stone, the first step to getting the career of your dreams in healthcare. Maybe Jesus, you can share a little bit about why healthcare out of all the occupations.
You know what, Judy, before I go into that, if you don't mind just explaining to the viewers, what are the requirements if anyone is interested in getting into our Healthcare Bridge program?
Of course. So you need to show an interest in healthcare most of all. You don't need to have any experience, but just an interest in either learning more about the industry or obtaining a career in that field. And you have to have a high school diploma, because most healthcare careers require that. And also, we provide a very basic math and reading assessment test as part of our intake procedure. And if your test scores, it's a grade level equivalent, so if your test scores range about 8th grade, that is also an entry level requirement. But we will work with you on that. We will work with you on improving your math scores to get you into, the best prerequisite pathway at any of our training providers that we work with. Any other eligibility criteria that I'm missing?
No, you provided, very valuable information to those viewers. And to answer your question, basically, what I can share with the viewers is that, this is a really interesting and tricky situation that we have in the country right now. It's not just city and state, but it's nationwide, because a lot of employers, Judy, as you well know, they're struggling to find the skilled workers that they need. And members of the community, basically, they go and apply for jobs, and they're really happy about the offers. Employers land in front of them because it's just low wage jobs and no benefits, and people do not want to accept those offers. So the only way basically that people can get their hands into a good paying job with benefits is for you to make that decision to invest some time in your professional development. Get into a classroom. If it's not Erie House, it can be some other program. There's so many programs here in the great city of Chicago and in the state of Illinois where you can go and attend a training, take a training, invest 8 months of your time, and definitely that is gonna pay off. It's gonna get you into a career path that is gonna open basically the window of success for you and your family. And there are employers out there struggling right now trying to find qualified candidates. And the only thing that we can do is come to this program such as this and just provide this information that is really valuable and resourceful information to the community so that you know about the resources that exist in the community. And these are completely free, Judy.
Yes.
It does not have a cost basically for anyone. A lot of people, they always say at the end of the year, my resolution is to go back to school and maybe stop smoking or lose weight. Or you know what, you don't have to wait to the end of the year to make a resolution. You can just go ahead and make the decision right now, and you can call our number. I'm gonna provide you with the information of our organization, and you can give us a call. Our direct line is 312-432-2258, and our address is 1347 West Erie in Chicago, 60642. And you can give us a call, and if we do not answer the phones, because right now we're live, we're here providing you great information to all of you, but as soon as we get back to the office tomorrow, we're going to return our phone calls to everyone that call us. And if this information is not for you, please share this information with your neighbor, with anyone up there who might benefit from this information. I'm going to talk a little bit about the manufacturing trade. And the manufacturing trade, a lot of people in the community, they have a misconception about manufacturing. People just have in their minds, those dirty, noisy, oily factories back in the Industrial Revolution that you just don't make even a living. And these days, it's totally different. It's a totally different industry. People can definitely make a career, and we focus in CNC, that stands for computerized numerical control. These are basically the future machines that are computerized. And in order for you basically to operate these machines, you need to have a training. And the training pretty much consists, our bridge program will give you the tools for you to succeed out there in the industry. And when you come to our program that consists of 3 months, we're gonna cover pretty much math, English, blueprint reading, and the measuring instruments that are used in the manufacturing industry. And while you are in our program, whether it's healthcare or is manufacturing, you're going to be also working with Maria Pina, who's our case manager, and she's going to be working with you individually so that she can process the financial aid application. So not only you receive the free resources that we provide to you, but we're going to help you obtain the money that you will need to pay for your training, for the advanced training. And once you complete the training, then you're gonna come to me and we're gonna work one-on-one. I already have the companies basically calling me, Mr. Jesus, you don't have any graduates that you can recommend for employment. And let me tell you, it takes us 8 months to a year or maybe more basically to graduate just one person. And we need more people to know about this program so you can get enrolled in these programs and take advantage of these great opportunities. Manufacturing, basically, is the future of this country. Manufacturing jobs are coming back, especially when it comes to CNC. These are well-established jobs. They're not going to go to China or Mexico. They're not going abroad. These jobs are here to stay in the United States. And what I can tell you is that we are here to assist you. We are here to help you and guide you and coach you basically with everything that you need. And the great thing about it is that in manufacturing, if you have a background, a lot of employers, they are giving a second chance to those members of our society that they are struggling up there, finding a job, and we can help you with that. Also, if you do not have your GED or high school diploma, some employers, they're gonna be okay with that. If you have it, even better. But if you don't, that's not gonna be a barrier in this industry. And the classes for both bridges are Monday through Thursday, 6 to 8:30, and we provide childcare. So for those moms or parents, basically they have children, you don't have no one that can help you taking care of your children, you can bring your children, and we're gonna take care of them while you're studying. Judy, is there anything else that you wanted
Sure.
to add?
Some people ask, why can't I just go directly and go into a school and register for a certified medical assistant class and register for phlebotomy courses? And I tell them the reason why we suggest participants to come into our bridge program first is because of the support. You have the support of Maria, who Jesus brought up, who will be your case manager from the time that you are committed to entering into advanced training, either upon completion of our bridge program or in the middle of our bridge program, you think this is it for me, this is what I really want to pursue, up until you're employed for 30 days. And even afterwards, up to 1 year of the anniversary of your hire date, we still keep in touch with you because we believe that the first year of employment is the most fragile. So we want to make sure that you have the support that you need. Even if we don't have an answer for you, our team can get an answer for you. If there are any obstacles or barriers that prevent you from succeeding while you're in training or obtaining your dream job, let us know and we'll help you remove that barrier by connecting you with other community organizations or finding an answer for you. And when Jesus brought up childcare, it's free of cost. We also help with transportation assistance depending on our funding for that particular month. But anything that our participants convey to us as something that they need or an obstacle, we work as a team to help resolve that. We talk about you as a team so that we are familiar with all of you. And a lot of people say, Erie Neighborhood House is like a family, not just for those who work there, but for those who are involved with our program. We know people who were a part of Erie Neighborhood House's childcare program, who eventually went to the youth program, and now is a part of our bridge program. And that's what we like to see, that full transition. And I always say, think of workforce as the final destination from a glorious journey. At the final destination being your dream job with livable wages, benefits, and something that you can take ownership of and be proud of, telling people, I am a CNC machine operator, I am a quality control technician, I am a patient care technician. Any of those things can be your job, can be your career. The only thing you need to do is contact us. And we are open Mondays through Saturdays. So please start calling us. We're open from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. We have reception on staff. So if you don't call our direct line, which is provided here, 312-432-2258, you are more than welcome to search Erie Neighborhood House. Call any of our locations. We have a location in Little Village and 2 locations in Westtown. And any of our receptionist staff members can connect you with any one of our workforce development team members. So, don't wait until your unemployment runs out. Don't wait until you think it's too late, because by that time you may take the first job that comes along, low wage, not the right shift that works for you and your family, but you're going to take it because you think, I have no other options. So make us one of your options in order to open up many more availability and many more options to you.
Wow, thank you so much, Judy. You know what? We just cannot say enough about these great resources that are available basically for everyone in the community. The programs basically we're not far from anyone. We are in a very central location. We're in Westtown, so you can get to Erie House biking, taking the train, taking the bus, or if you drive. We are pretty accessible, and one of the reasons why we have our evening classes is because we focus in serving the adult population, 18 and older. Many people are currently working and they're attending our programs 6 to 8:30 in the evening, and you know what, once they graduate and they complete the training, they know that there is that their training is going to lead to employment, is going to lead to a career. And that's exactly, the stories that we have of so many participants, and that and they can come and they can share their stories with the viewers. And as a matter of fact, we're going to have two of our former students coming the following 2 months, one from healthcare and another one from manufacturing. So you can actually hear it from them and not from us. You are going to have a chance, if you can tune us the second Tuesday of every month at 4:30. We are going to have our former students coming, and they're going to explain basically their stories. They're going to share the stories with you, so you can relay, and you go like, well, you know what, I mean, if that person really was able to do that, I can certainly do that too as well. And the programs, again, they run from 6 to 8:30, and we're going to start the program in August 15. So you still have time. You can just give us a call any time of the day, and you can give us a call to our direct line, 312-432-2268. And you can schedule an orientation with one of us, and we're going to explain to you in detail what each of those trades consist of. And you know what, if manufacturing or healthcare is not for you, at the end of the orientation, we're going to refer you to another organization that probably provides the service that you are looking for. Because at the end, what we want is we wanted to have people run our programs that are really serious, and they see themselves working in that industry, and a short-term, long-term, so that you can be successful, and we can also be successful at helping those employers basically hire the graduates and the employees that they need. Because at the end, basically, one of the reasons why we're here is because we wanted to help the community obtain good paying jobs. We have the best interest of our community because we're a non-for-profit. We're not here to make money. We're not here basically to make any profit or of any source. The only basically reason that brought us to these programs, and that also help us, well, not help us, I'm just sorry, but just work for an organization that is not for profit is that reason, because we wanted to make the difference in our community, and we wanted to help members of our community get a good paying job, and that is the main reason. And again, I always like to share some successful stories. We had a young person that came to our program in 2014, and this person, typical high school graduate, decided that he didn't want to go to high school, Judy, and he decided to go into work, and he started working as a maintenance person. And he started making $8.25 an hour, minimum wage back then, and it took him 5 years to get to $10 an hour. And then in 2014, he found he found a flyer and somewhere, and he came to our program. He got enrolled in our program, in our manufacturing bridge program, and completed the training. And then we recommend them to an employer, and the employer hired him. And basically, his 3 months that he invested in his professional development, it paid off, because he got a dollar raise, because the employer started him at $11 an hour. And that was not all, because when he was at the interview, one of the things that we do in our program is that we prepare you so that you can be successful at those interviews. We coach you and train you so that you know exactly what employers wanted to hear. And when the employer asks one of the most common questions, what are your short-term goals? This candidate basically replied by stating that he wanted to make a career in the manufacturing industry. And when he said that, that was music to the employer's ears, because in reality, what I see when I go out there and I go into the shops, I see a lot of people that are in their 60s or 70s, and they're supposed to be retired. But you know what? The manufacturers, they don't have no one to replace them. These folks, that they're not supposed to be working right now. And so the employer not only hire our candidate, but also the employer offered him to send them to school in the evening. So this person works from 7 in the morning to 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and he goes to school 3 nights from 6 to 9, and the employer is paying for the training. So what I wanted to tell you with this is that there are so many employers out there that are looking for people that are hungry, that are really looking for an opportunity, and there are employers willing to pay for your training, for your career. And I have employers basically that are looking for people that are really serious about it. And on top of that, we also have additional resources such as an OEAT. I'm sorry, an OEAT. An OEAT, basically what it is money that we have available in cases where an employer is interested in hiring an entry-level candidate, one of our graduates. Most of our graduates are entry-level candidates. And employers, basically, when I go and I talk to them, a lot of them, what they think is that, well, you know what, you're going to recommend to me an entry-level candidate, and I'm going to have to invest time and money, and maybe it's not going to be well invested. So this is where the OEAT money comes into place. We can offer basically employers, $10,000 to train someone for up to 6 months, but that only happens when we meet with the job seekers or with the candidates or students that we have in our programs, and we know you very well. So I just wanted to throw this out there so that you know, and you can see how much is there. There's so many resources available. It's just a matter of you making the decision to get enrolled in our program. And not only just our program offer this, there's so many organizations out there in the city that offer basically the same services to employers. And the only reason that we wanted to offer this to employers is because we want to get our people into those good paying jobs. Right, Judy?
Absolutely. And something else I want to share before we wrap up for the day is we also have monthly workshops ranging from a wide variety of topics to how to set up your LinkedIn profile to attract employers, as well as resume and cover letter writing and interviewing techniques. And they happen, like I said, every month, revolving topics, sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the evening. And we will also have our first annual graduation after party fundraiser for workforce that will take place next Friday, June 24th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Children are welcome. We'll have food, drinks, and live entertainment. And those are just some of the events that happen within our workforce department. So get connected with us. We also have a Facebook page, and we would love to share more with you regarding our healthcare, manufacturing, bridge programs, our workshops, and any fundraising events that we have on site at Erie Neighborhood House.
Now, if you are an employer and you are struggling to get a good qualified candidate, you can also give us a call, and we can assist. We can definitely help you get some good qualified candidates to your doors. And also, if you are a member of an organization or a member of any group of parents out there in the community, and you would like to bring this presentation to your church, to your organization out there in the community, we can do that because we wanted to bring all this information and resources to everyone out there in the community, and we are available to do that. And the only reason is because we want people just to take advantage of these resources. And I'm going to provide to everyone our telephone number so you can write it down. Our telephone number is area code at 312-432-2258. Again, 312-432-2258. And we are located at 1347 West Erie in Chicago, 60642. You can just give us a call, set up a time, and we can definitely help. And we are getting ready to wrap up the program, but I just wanted to encourage everyone to please, share this information with your loved ones, with anyone out there who's either unemployed or underemployed or looking for a better opportunity so that people can get their hands into these resources. Judy, you want to say anything?
No, I think you covered pretty much everything, Jesus. I just look forward to hearing from you and sharing even more information about all the services that we offer within the Workforce Department at Erie Neighborhood House.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching this program. And again, we're gonna see you next month, and we're gonna bring some of our former students so that they can share their successful stories with you. And in the meantime, please spread the word with your loved ones. And again, just last minute, you got time to write down the number 312-432-2258, 312-432-2258, and give us a call. Tomorrow we're gonna be back in the office at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we will return every single call. Thank you so much, and you have a great day.
Thank you.